I need to be intentional about. Effective living is intentional living. Okay, let me say it again. Effective living is intentional living. When we talk about faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun, Linda, we're saying effective living is intentional living with the whole concept of if you're juggling the appropriate pieces that life is supposed to be dealt with in its appropriate touch. It's like juggling. Boom, boom. I love the analogy of juggling because there are times you don't get to touch something, but you still have to touch it at a point to ensure that it doesn't drop. That's effective living. It's really management at its best. Somebody said, my life is a mess. Your life is a mess because you're not managing your life. Your life has to be managed. The better you manage your life, the better your life will be. The more intentional you are with managing your life, the more you will elevate in life. It's all management. It's all management. So somebody needs to just wake up this morning and just say, Lord, help me to become a better manager. Lord, help me to become a better manager. I want to manage every aspect of my life. I want nothing missing, lacking, or broken. So with that said, I need to learn how to manage. It's all management. Lord, help me to better manage my life. Come on, say that with me. Lord, this morning, this beautiful morning, let's all declare it. Lord, help me to better manage my life. There was no way I was given this last day of August to not get all that I can out of this day. There's no way you're going to give me September only to go into a month of frustration, pain, worry, regret, anger, disgust. I mean, come on. That's not the will of God. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou would prosper and be in good health, but you're going to have to become a better manager. You're going to have to become a better manager. So we have to pray. Lord, help me to become. Help me to become, because maybe up to this point, I had not learned how to manage. And I want to manage better so that I can have better. Okay, I wanna manage. Let me tell you a key about management, though. Let me tell you a key about management. It really starts in the little things. It starts with the little things. If you can get better at managing the little things, a lot of people want more, Lynette. A lot of people want more, Kendrick. But what they're not doing is they're not managing the little. They're not being faithful with the little. I got a big announcement I'm going to make tomorrow, as we have tomorrow is a questioning day. We're going to answer questions. We're going to talk about that, and so we're going to be live, and I'm answering questions. And if you want to join me about this whole concept of legacy and management and the whole responsibility of balancing it all, it's possible. But if you don't believe it's possible, you won't acquire what you don't believe. Okay? You have to believe. You have to believe. Now, here's what you have to now tell yourself. I can become a better manager. It's going to be important that you get that statement in your head, in your heart. I could and I will become a better manager. Okay? I was not created to lose. Okay? New days are given to me for me to win. New days are given to me for me to advance. Whatever I put my hands to is supposed to prosper. Okay? I showed up today with the knowing that God is on my side. Somebody say, how do you know God is on your side? I've been given today. I've been given today. And I've been given today not to lose. Okay? I've been given today not to lose. So today I want to close out this series talk on this whole concept of legacy. I want to call today legacy connections. Legacy connection. I believe legacy connection is important. It's all association. There are people assigned to help you to get to the place where you belong, to help you to establish what God has intended for you to establish in your lifetime. It's called legacy connection. Father, in the name of Jesus, help me to appreciate all of my legacy connection. Had it not been for these people, I would not get to where I'm supposed to be. Legacy connection. Start praying God to reveal your legacy connection. Listen, there's someone is assigned to help you. You've heard me say that time and time again. If you've been following this platform for any time, you know that's a statement that I believe. Legacy connection. Legacy connection are important because legacy connection is directly related. Okay, legacy connection is directly related to the fact that you know you cannot fulfill your destiny by yourself. Okay, you know that you cannot fulfill your destiny by yourself. So the whole thing is that this statement right here is one of the worst statements a person with a lot of potentials should utter. You should never say these words. A person who has a lot of potential should never say these words. Y'all ready for it? I mean, it's really a bad statement. It's really not a wise statement at all to be declared from anybody with any sense of greatness within them. You know what the statement is? Now, I know we don't say that in this group because we understand legacy connection. And what the statement is, Maria, what the statement is, Mother Katie, here's what the statement is. I don't need anybody. This statement right here, the statement, I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone. That statement, that statement right there, is extremely limited. And you hear people say it all the time, I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody. Oftentimes they're saying that in their feelings, Lynette. Oftentimes they're saying that in their feelings. And oftentimes they're saying that out of hurt and disgust and a high level of frustration, all connected to their feelings. All connected to their feelings. The statement, I don't need anybody, is pure ignorance. It's pure ignorance. The truth of the matter is, the greater the assignment on your life, the more people you're going to need. And what happens is a lot of people haven't acquired a skill set to figure out how to get the help they need, and they're trying to climb by themselves. And it's rough. It's rough to do what you are called to do by yourself when it should have been a community of people helping you to get there. Can I get about 5 of you right now to declare someone is assigned to help me? Come on. I want at least 5 of you just to go ahead and just declare it right now. Come on. Someone is assigned to help me. Lynette says, I used to say that a lot until I learned the hard way. Come on. Thank you for changing that, Lynette. Honestly, it'll help you, man. I used to say it too. Nobody's do anything for me. It's all about me. You know, come on, nobody's do anything for me. That's not true. Okay. But once I got a hold of the revelation, someone is assigned to help me. Come on. I need about 5 of you. Just go ahead and declare that right now. Someone is assigned to help me. When you get up in the morning and you start realizing, Father, thank you for divine connection. Thank you, God, for helping me to identify who's assigned to help me. Someone is assigned to help me. Oh, what a beautiful thought. What an incredible statement to hold on to. I am not alone. Someone is assigned to help me. Now, here's the deal. A lot of us have not become accustomed to embracing help. Okay, how many of y'all be honest with that statement? A lot of people, I don't like asking people for help. I don't want anybody to look at me funny. See that? What's going on with you that you're talking about people looking at you funny? Everybody's going to need help. Everybody. The greater the assignment on your life, the more help you're going to need. Kamara, did you catch that? The greater the assignment on your life, the more help you're going to need. Well, I don't want to ask anybody for anything because I don't want anybody to look down on me. That's another ignorant statement. Everybody is going to need somebody. I just feel bad having to ask for help. What? Coach Ricardo Malay is helping people to be delivered this morning. I gonna feel bad. You're dealing with some inner stuff that you haven't addressed yet. Because everybody's gonna have to ask for help. Everybody's gonna need somebody. Come on, let's get that in our head. Let's get that in our spirit. Everyone is going to need somebody. And I'm okay. I'm okay needing someone. Just as much as everyone is going to need somebody, I'm going to need to help somebody. I'm going to need to help somebody. So here's the deal. I'm not going to feel bad about asking for help, and I'm not going to be holding back on giving help. I am assigned to help, and someone is assigned to help me. I agree with you totally, Lynette. It's pride. Okay, it's pride. And then some of us, we came from very poor environment, very, very limited thinking group of people. Oh, you don't let nobody know you have a need. How the Bible says you have not because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. It says knock and the door should be open, ask and you shall receive, seek and you should find. I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to lose because I didn't ask. Somebody said, he ain't afraid to ask. I wasn't always that way. Not until I understood this statement, okay, that someone is assigned to help me. And then here's the deal. When I wrote my book, Effective Living, if you haven't gotten the book, go to the website, order the book, bring the book back. I got a huge announcement about my book tomorrow. Don't miss out tomorrow. Big announcement. But here's the deal. I wrote this in the book when I was starting to acknowledge my legacy connection, the legacy connection. There are some people God has placed in my life to help me to become who I was created to be. I call them legacy connection. These are the people who are going to help you get to where you're trying to go. And so when I started to think about how many people there were, here's the statement that came to mind. I am the collective contribution of a lot of incredible people who have helped me to become who I am today. That's a Ricardo Miller original. Let me say that again. I am the collective contribution of a lot of incredible people who have helped me to become who I am today. I am not self-made. So you listen, someone helped me with this, someone helped me with that. As a matter of fact, someone helped me to get on StreamYard, someone helped me to get on Facebook, someone helped me to write my book, someone helped me to get my LLC, someone helped me to set up my bank account, someone helped me with my attorney, helped me with all of my legal papers when I was coming to this country. I'm telling you guys, when I was doing one or two of my biggest contracts, speaking gigs, and they send me the contract, I looked at the paperwork, didn't quite understand what I was about to sign, and a few people I had in my life that were, watch this, legacy connection. These are people God has assigned in your life to help navigate you. Biblical support for this was that Saul on the road to Damascus, he needed legacy connection and that of Ananias to help him see again. Hello, somebody. God has assigned someone in your life to help you to see again. Someone is assigned to help me. Don't ever be afraid to say that. As a matter of fact, you got to own that if that's been a struggle before. You got to learn to own it. Own it. Someone is assigned to help me. Come on, say it with me. Someone is assigned to help me. And then here's the deal. Never be afraid to ask for help. Okay? Because someone is assigned to help you. Now, if you're struggling with that, you may need a coach. You may need to sit down with me and let's walk you through this whole prideful position that you've been holding on to that's keeping you back. Okay? So I got 3 things I want you to think about when we talk about legacy connection. Angela, we're talking legacy connection. There are people who are assigned to take you to the next level. There are people who God have placed in your life to get you to your promised land. Okay? But some people, they are dismissing the help because of bad programming, lack of understanding, don't understand the role of people. Had Saul never went to Ananias' house, we would never have the books that Saul would have written. Ananias was necessary for purpose to be fulfilled. A lot of times we're hesitant to go and ask for help because we haven't developed ourselves to become accustomed to the whole concept of asking for help. And so you hear people say it pridefully, and then a lot of times the same people who don't ask for anything are the same people who hang around people who don't ask for anything, and these are the people who are always losing. These are the people who are always losing. Listen, I ask people to attend my events. I ask people to sell my books. I ask people to put a comment. Hey, listen, I just dropped a video, put a comment on this. I ask people, listen, come go with me to a nation. I ask people to help fund a nation project. I ask people, hey, man, I realize you got to get this in your spirit, Angela. The greater the assignment on your life, the more people God has called you to help fulfill that assignment. Did you catch that? The greater the assignment on your life. So you can almost always tell somebody who's struggling with this, because here's the deal. When you could see the calling on their life is great, but you're seeing them trying to do the calling by themselves, you're like, ooh, mistake. As a life management coach, it's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make. Let me tell you something, Minister Sybil, it's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make. What is that mistake? You see greatness within them. You see greatness on them, but you also see them very hesitant to embrace the support of others. You see them very hesitant to embrace the support of others. And a lot of times there can be a lot of different reasons why a person don't embrace help. But whatever that is, you got to get past that, because the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence, because along the way, you're going to need people. Along the way, I can't stand people. Another dumb statement, very limited statement. When you hear people, I can't stand people. You can't do life at its best without people. You can't do life at its best without people. When you say you want to live life effectively, you're going to need somebody. So you get to this point where you start to realize that my whole journey is going to demand that I build a community. If you're doing life without a community, if you're doing life without a tribe, if you're doing life without a network, you're doing life wrong. Human beings thrive best within community. Human beings thrive best in tribes. Human being thrives best in support groups. Well, I don't do people. You're going to have to get past that. That's why I call it effective living community. I'm talking about we're ambassadors, all aiming to do life with this mission, this mindset, this whole agenda of faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. I know that there are other people who want the same idea to come forward in their life. And I'm saying to you, don't do life alone. And when I talk about don't do life alone, join a church and be a part of a community. Join a Rotary Club and be a part of a community. Join a Kiwanis or a Toastmasters. Be a part. Join the Better Business Bureau. Join the Chamber of Commerce. Come on. Join the Homeowners Association. Okay? Join the PTA board. Come on. And the list goes on and on. Join the Small Business Bureau. Join the African American Bureau. Join just come on. International Association, the Foreigners Association. There's community. Join the Alpha. Join the Zeta, whatever those groups. Come on. Show me somebody who's thriving and doing really well, and I will show you someone who has learned the importance of having community or support around them in the fulfillment of their assignment. So I want to say these three things and then I'm done, okay? 3 things. You got to remember that along the way, while you're doing life, there are a lot of people, Kamara, there's a lot of people, Angela, who get burned because, I would say they get burnt because they view it as burnt, but they don't understand human relations. They don't understand how God brings people into your life. God brings people into your life in 3 forms, okay? And don't get it confused. When God brings these people in your life, don't get it confused and don't get angry. Don't get mad when you discover this is how it's being played out. Number 1, God brings people in your life for a reason. God brings people in your life for a reason. I can remember when I came into this country, I knew I wanted to start a nonprofit, but I met a guy at a church service. He said, I said, I did children's ministry. He said, man, you need to register. I said, what does that mean? You need to register as a nonprofit, and here's how you do that. I went ahead. The first one, guys, write this down. Number one, a reason. God brings people into your life for a reason. So I then realized this guy was assigned to help me to register as a nonprofit. He helped me to set up my bank account. He helped me to register the name for the organization. God brings people into your life for a reason. For some of you guys, I came into your life for a reason. Now, here's the deal. Whenever someone comes into your life for a reason, you got to learn how to appreciate them for the reason. A lot of times we're not paying attention. In other words, in this season of my life, this person came for this reason. This person, I needed them for this reason. Don't get confused when you see someone come for a reason, because that reason is not going to be forever. Someone comes in your life for a reason, embrace the reason. In other words, hey, Angela, I want to help you with this event. It's that reason. Angela, I want to help you publish your book. It's that reason. Angela, I want to help you go to the nations of the world. It's that reason. Angela, I want to see you on TV. That's the reason. When that person reason, they say, well, I see the reason for which I've came along to help you. You're doing really well. I got to move on. You're like, oh no, oh no, oh no. See, because the reason has been fulfilled. The next one, number two, guys, when God sends people in your life, don't confuse this. God sends people in your life. Number one is a reason. Number two is a season. There are some people who come into your life for season. I've had people who come into my life, Angela, and they were there for 6 months and they made a significant impact. I've had people who came into my life for a season for 3 years. 3 years. And boy, were they the difference maker in that 3 years. The 3 years that they came, powerful. Man, massive elevation, because they came in a season where they were needed. You know, there are some people, they say, hey man, it's spring season, it's fall season. Seasons are real. Seasons are real. And people come into our lives sometimes through seasons. Some people came into your life for a reason. Some people came into your life for a season. When we talk about Megs, while we're talking about legacy connection is what we got to pray for. We got to recognize God will send some people into our lives for a reason. Number one, Megs. Number two, God will send some people into your life for a season. So now here's the deal. When someone comes for a season, okay, you can almost fall in love with them in how they show up. You be like, oh man, what would I do? Well, I can't do anything without this person, man. Their life. Billy K. Johnson came into my life for a season. And made a tremendous impact. Quentin Pesenti came into my life and showed me how to tie a necktie and showed me how to buy a suit. Quentin Pesenti told me how to shake hands. I'm talking about I was off the streets. I wasn't even shaking their hands. I was trying to give a bumper fist to a prime minister or something like that. Quentin Pesenti said, hey man, when you meet guys like this, you got to shake their hands, look them in the face and talk. I mean, come on. Quentin Pesenti played a role in a significant season. When you look back over your life, you would notice that there were some people who came for a reason. You would have noticed some people who came for a season. And then this last one, guys, this last one is big. Then there are those who come for a lifetime. There are those who come for a lifetime. In other words, the entire journey, they've been around. They may not have been around, but they were always accessible. A lifetime. Number three, guys, write that down. Number three, okay? God sends people into your life for a lifetime. And here's the beautiful thing. Those lifetime people, oh my God. Those lifetime people, you look back and you watch the aging process of you guys just having done life together. You have done life together. Your children's grown up. You start to do vacationing, your homes, your careers, everything. Lifetime people. They got the stories to tell. They can tell the story. They can tell when, boy, I remember when you was trying. Pastor Braddock Clare, he's in this group, lifetime person. My first event, Angela. Angela, my first event. You got two people in this group. Jason Baston and Pastor Brother Claire was at the very first thing that Ricardo Miller did some 27 years ago. Some 27 years ago. And blown away. Pastor Brother Claire was there when I said I was afraid to speak to the media, and he spoke to the media for me. Pastor Jason Baston, who's in Canada, that's a part of this group, he was there when I said I don't know what to write on this letter to request a donation from companies. Jason and I sat on the porch, and we sat on the porch, and Jason helped me write out the letter. There was another guy who came. Obviously, he was in a season. Ron Ferguson. Ron Ferguson was a part of a season. Ron was significant in my rise to becoming who I am today. It was a season. So here's, you got to remember, guys, don't dismiss anybody. Don't dismiss anybody. Legacy connection is real. Okay? Legacy connection is real. Okay? You just never know how God is going to play it out in people. So here's the deal. When you meet someone who comes in your life for a reason and they transition, don't get mad. The reason was accomplished and God has moved them on, and you salute them, you honor them, you appreciate them, you're grateful for them, but you just listen, they got to move on because they came for a reason. Then there are those who came for a season, and the season felt like it was a long season and you were enjoying their presence. You were glad you were connected to them. We're talking legacy connection. You're glad you were connected to them, but somewhere along the line got cut. There were some people who came and you don't see them no more. And you be like, oh my God, I can't believe, I thought she was going to be around forever. I thought he was going to be around forever. Appreciate the time that they gave. I'm eternally grateful to everybody who plays a role in my life still. I'm talking about along the way. And when I say, okay, listen, Denola, I saw Denola in the group just now. Denola mother was a part of getting me certified, Angela, in children's ministry. Okay? Kate Williamson was the teacher who taught me, along with William Miller, Kate Williamson and William Miller, all at the school, taught me child evangelism years ago when I said, I want to do this children's ministry thing. And I was riding a bike, didn't have a car, didn't have a name. But Denola's mom, I'm eternally grateful for, because I remember sitting in her class thinking, I'm going to learn this children's ministry thing, not knowing that the nations of the world would have opened up to me. Now I'm able to work with Denola, who is the principal of the school in the Bahamas, and we're able to network and partner, and her baby is my godchild. Come on, her baby, Denola. So listen, I'm telling you, it's called legacy connection. Legacy connection. And you just got to learn how to honor everybody for the role they play. We didn't hear anything else about Ananias. But what we did know was Ananias laid hands on Saul, who became Paul, and Paul got his vision. He got the ability to see again. Okay? He got the ability to see again. And we don't hear anything else. We didn't hear anything else about Ananias. But Ananias had a purpose. And there are people who are going to come in your life. They're going to come into your life for a reason. They're going to come into your life for a season. They're going to come into your life for a life. Some people will come for a lifetime. You don't need to be mad with anybody. Okay? You don't need to be mad with anybody. Now, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want a reasoned person to be there for a lifetime. You don't want a lifetime person to leave for a reason. Okay? You want to ask God, the people who come for a reason, help me to value, appreciate, and celebrate them for the reason. Lord, those people who come for a season, help me to recognize, value, and appreciate them for the season. Lord, those who I'm going to be doing life with forever, help me to value, appreciate, and never get so familiar that I disregard them. Because I believe some of us have lost some of the people who are supposed to be legacy connectors, people who are supposed to do the journey with you the entire way. I believe I've been called to do the journey with some people the entire way. I believe some people have been called to do the journey with me the entire way. But then there are some, it's a reason and it's a season. And I ain't got no time to be mad, and you ain't got no time to be mad, because our assignment, it falls within those particular categories, and we need to be faithful for how we play our role within those times. Or what happened to this person? How come this one don't talk to you no more? I used to see you all doing all of this together. I used to see all of that. Listen, leave that alone. Leave that alone. We didn't hear anything else about Ananias, and nobody said, you know what? So Paul should have written more about Ananias, because if it had not been for Ananias, his ungrateful self, Saul and his ungrateful self, had Ananias, Saul should have had a day dedicated to Ananias. No, Ananias had a reason. Okay, God gave him a reason, and he fulfilled it. And God bless you, Ananias. Saul is going to move on. He's going to be renowned. He's going to be worldwide. He's going to be remembered forever. And your name is going to be remembered as well, because the story is going to be told how you obeyed God with the reason for which God had gifted, called, and challenged you to embrace. And you did it. Remind yourself, legacy connection. Don't try to do this thing alone. Someone is assigned to help you. Embrace the help. Embrace the help. Remind yourself, someone is assigned to help me. Don't do life alone. If you're doing life alone, you're doing it wrong. The greater the assignment on your life, the more people you're going to need. Start asking God for an eye to see. Start asking God for an eye to see, and start structuring yourself with the appreciation and the understanding of these three different groups of people. Don't get mad when someone is no longer present. Just remember, they were present for a reason. And when their time is up, let them go. God bless you guys. See y'all tomorrow. It's all Q&A tomorrow. We'll answer some questions tomorrow. Bye-bye.